Fiona, do you have a second? I have something I really need to talk with you about.
Oh, hi, Sarah. What are you wanting to talk about?
Can you let me come and stay the night tonight?
What?
I was kicked out of my boyfriend's house just a second ago.
What? Wasn't he the man you were getting ready to marry, though?
Yeah, that's the one.
You were going on and on about how you'd never let him get away from you, though, because he has all that money. Yet now you've been kicked out of his house? What happened there?
To tell you the truth, I got pregnant on accident.
You're pregnant? So then, what got you kicked out of his place was...
That's right. It's not his baby that I'm pregnant with.
What the hell do you think you're doing, Sarah? I know that in the past you were a bit of a wild card when it came to men, but you're still up to that crap?
Hey, come on now. It's too late for us to be talking about all of that.
No, it's not, Sarah. What you've done is going to affect you for the rest of your life now.
All right, shut up now and let me come over. Having to be pregnant and walking around in the streets at night is tough for me.
Well, just get your butt over here. Can I start to tell Mom and Dad about all of this so that we can figure out what we're going to do with you?
What? Oh, you plan to tell them both about this?
Well, of course I do. They both need to know. And we're going to have to hear about who the real father of that child you're carrying is, too.
It's all such a pain in the ass, though.
You're the one that asked for it all.
Well, right now I'm heading over to your place. I should be there soon, so have the door open for me.
Jeez, just be careful on your way over here.
Fiona, you can do this on your way home, but could you buy me some snacks, please?
You want me to buy you some snacks?
All of the snacks you have in the cupboards here. Well, I went and ate them all already.
You went and ate all of that which was in there?
Some of the symptoms that I've been getting make me feel really hungry all the time and give me an appetite for sweet and salty things.
I get that some women have that happen when they're pregnant. Last night you were also going through the fridge and eating random things in there, right? If you start eating too much, it's not going to be good for your health.
Just shut up and bring me more snacks.
Not happening. I have heard from a lot of people, including medical professionals, that gaining a lot of weight while pregnant is not a good thing. So could you please think about that a bit more while avoiding all that food?
What? You're so stingy.
By the way, Sarah, how long do you plan on staying at my house?
What?
I've been asking you over and over again about who the father of that baby is, but you just keep beating around the bush about it and dodging all my questions. Mom and Dad told you already that if you're not going to talk to me about what happened, they want you to get out of my house and go back to their place, right? They told me that they have your old room all cleaned up and ready for you, so you need to go back there before your belly gets too big and it's hard for you to move around.
I'm not going back to the countryside.
Listen, Sarah, this isn't just my house that you're living in right now, but also my husband Connor's house. I already feel bad enough that he has to hear about all the drama you've created in the family now getting pregnant like that. But neither of us want you sitting around in this house when you're the one that caused all this drama.
Then how about you get out of the house?
Excuse me?
Here's the thing. Actually, the father of this baby inside me will probably be coming around to talk with you about it. There was just a few things that had to be done first, and that's why I never said anything to you about him.
Things that had to be done?
I'll go into a lot more detail about all of this later with my baby's father.
Well, if you're finally going to open up and talk, that's all that really matters.
Now, make sure to bring me those snacks home.
Not happening. Sarah, can we talk for a minute?
What is it?
I'm at the front of the house right now, but my key isn't able to turn the lock to open the door. I wonder if the lock is broken or something. Sarah, you're inside the house right now, correct? I'm sorry to have to ask you to get up, but could you please come and open the door for me?
Nope. I can't open that door.
Excuse me?
Because we went and had the lock changed to a new one, which is why your key no longer works on the front door.
What are you going on about right now?
I'm not going to let you into this house right now. I can't, that's all.
Sarah, are you upset with me because I said I wouldn't be stopping to get you any snacks on my way home from work?
I actually don't really care about that anymore. I went out and got some snacks of my own.
Then what the hell is this about? Why are you not coming to let me into my own house? The house is both Connor's and mine, and we have been living here together ever since we got married. And to be frank, there is no reason you should be kicking me out of my own house right now when all you do is lay around.
I see. You just think that I'm laying around here.
Sarah? If you don't stop acting out like that right now, I am actually going to get pissed off, all right?
The one that should stop acting like a total idiot is you, actually.
Excuse me?
Because the one that actually went and changed the lock to this house was Connor himself.
Wait, Connor did this?
Today, Connor left work earlier than usual after using some of his PTO off to be here. He wanted to be back here before you so that he could prepare to have you kicked out of the house for good.
I'm being kicked out of my own house then?
We made sure to send all of your things that were here to Mom and Dad's house for you. Oh, and the moving services will charge you once they have everything moved into their house, so please make sure to pay them.
What the hell are you saying right now? I literally have no clue what this is all about, Sarah.
You still aren't catching on to what I've been hinting at? You should have been wondering why I've been here laying around your house all this time instead of going back to Mom and Dad's place, right?
What?
Come on already. You are such a dumbass that I can't get anywhere with you anymore, so I'll just go ahead and tell you what's happened.
Tell me what's happened.
This baby that I've been pregnant with for a bit now's father is your husband, Connor.
What? Hold it right there. Why would you say that Connor's the father? Why the hell would he be the father?
You're so shocked, aren't you? This is getting entertaining for me now.
Not a single thing about what you're doing and saying is entertaining for me, though.
Since I'm sure that you won't trust what I'm saying about your own husband being the father of my baby right now, allow me to send you a picture to prove things first.
What is this?
This is Connor and I on the couch after he came and brought me a bouquet to celebrate 1 year of us being together with one another.
1 year? So what you're saying is that you've been going out with Connor around the same time he and I got married to one another?
That's exactly right. So with all of that in mind now, I'm going to be the one giving birth to the person who will take over Connor's company after he retires, so you don't have to bother with him anymore.
What? Connor's company?
From today onwards, he and I will be treating this house as our earthly paradise, and there is nothing you can do to stop us. Actually, you just being around the house right now is a bother to me, so could you please get lost now? The divorce papers are out in the mailbox for you, so make sure to grab them before you head back to Mom and Dad's house.
So you guys even went ahead and prepared the divorce papers?
Of course we did.
There's even a letter in here from Connor for me.
He wrote about how he wants you to divorce him, right? As for myself, I would like to make Connor my husband before I end up giving birth to our baby. So could you please make sure to take those papers to the courthouse as soon as possible for me?
See. All right, then I'm going to take the papers there and drop them off right now.
What? Seriously?
In about 30 minutes or so, Connor will go back to being a single man again.
Hooray!
This means that Connor can also be fired now as well, right?
What? What exactly do you mean by that? How come you said he could be fired now?
Goodbye.
Fiona? Fiona? Hey, what's going on here?
Okay, what is it?
Tell me what the hell Connor being fired from his job is all about. How could the CEO be fired from his own company like that?
Huh? You thought that Connor was the CEO of the company? Where did you end up hearing about that from?
That company is his father's company, right? And there is no way that he could be fired from his own company when he's the one that runs it all as the CEO now.
What are you actually going on about right now? Connor's father was only ever a basic office worker.
Huh?
So that's why you were saying something about me not having to worry about who would be taking over the company next, right?
What? But Connor said that he's the CEO and was made so after his father stepped down and retired. What?
Oh, so he still has the wrong idea then.
The wrong idea?
I explained things to him so many times, over and over again, yet he still doesn't understand a thing.
What are you talking about, Fiona?
This company that Connor's been working for, right? Well, it just so happens to be the company our cousin Sam owns right now.
Wait, Sam? Sam's been running a company of his own for a while now?
Hold on, you never heard anything about this from anyone?
I never heard anything at all before about that. This is my first time hearing about it.
I think he actually started the company around 7 years ago or so.
Then why would something like that lead to Connor thinking that he would become the CEO of the company soon?
I'm not really sure where the best place to start explaining all of this to you would be. Well, let's start here. Around half a year before Connor and I got married to one another, his company he'd been working at before ended up having some major layoffs. And after that had happened to him, he was having a really difficult time finding himself a new job. And so I went and spoke with Sam about giving him a job in his company. So he was really only able to start working for Sam because of the connections I made for him. Well, since that day he first started to work for Sam, a lot has happened with Connor. He got this idea in his head that Sam would be single for the rest of his life and never have anyone to give his company to after he left. And so Connor thinks that he will be the next one in line, even though that's far from the truth.
Huh?
I have really been trying to comprehend whatever Connor's been thinking that's led him to that conclusion. Connor does have a little sister, right? But she's not even working in the same field as him. And since Sam doesn't ever want to get married, Connor thinks that he's never going to have kids, which is true to the best of my knowledge. And that leaves you and I as Sam's only cousins, right? In other words, the only ones who could really be in line next to take over his company would be me. And that crazy man who thinks he's going to be the CEO, even though Sam has never even said anything to him about it at all yet.
I'm having a hard time understanding all of this.
The reason why Connor had been fired from his last job wasn't even due to the layoffs anyway. He was fired because he couldn't do his job correctly.
What?
There is no way Sam would ever let Connor, a completely useless man, take over his company after him.
What the hell?
Well, now that you're aware of all that, and now that I've had to divorce Connor over you and him making a baby together and stealing my house from me, there's no reason for Sam to keep him in his company anymore. It's not like he was a full-time worker for the company anyways. He was only working close to 15 hours a week.
So he was part-timing?
If he had actually taken his work there seriously, then one day he would have been made into a full-time company employee.
No way. I thought he was a way better option than my ex-boyfriend and would have a lot more money for me.
Huh? So that's your reason for going and stealing my husband from me?
That's right. Had I known the truth, had I been told the truth about Connor, I would have never even bothered with him. That's it. I just have to go and talk with Sam myself and convince him to hire Connor back into his company. Like you, I'm also Sam's cousin, and that means that he'll be happy to listen to all the things I have to say about why I took Connor from you and everything, right?
Wait, you really think that's going to happen?
Why do you say that?
Do you want to know why Sam is most likely never going to be with anyone ever again? 10 years ago, when he was just getting ready to marry his fiancée, he found out that she'd been cheating on him with his friend, who went and stabbed him in the back and took her. Having to listen to someone like you now, who's done something very similar to what his friend did, I don't even think you're going to be able to get in a word off in front of him before he tells you to screw off, right?
No way.
Well, now that I'm divorced from Connor, I have nothing to do with you both anymore. I'm cutting ties to you as well now, so you both actually screw off now and go figure out all your troubles yourself, please.
Wait a second.
There's one last thing. That house you're living in, I just finished having the lease on it canceled.
What? But isn't this place under Connor's name?
At the very beginning it was, but after he was fired from his job and no longer making the money to be able to afford rent, I stepped in and paid it for him, while also putting my name down on the place as the sole tenant. And ever since then, I've been the one paying the rent for it. Seems that even Connor himself forgot such an important thing happened, huh?
The actual hell is going on here?
Now I happen to still have a job to get to. I'm going to turn off my phone now.
Wait a second, Fiona. Early this morning, I went to the courthouse and handed the marriage papers. But I don't need a lousy husband like Connor anymore. I'll give him back to you now, so you do something about all of this. Fiona, please.
While I ignored my sister's desperate pleas, a lot unfolded between her and Connor. After I ended the lease on the house, Connor and Sarah decided to squat there, hoping to stay in the home for longer. They lasted about 2 weeks before the property owner showed up, only to find them barricaded in the bathroom. The owner, frustrated and unable to handle the situation on his own, had to call the police. It took some negotiation with a kind officer who explained that refusing to leave would only make things worse. Before they finally relented, they gathered their things and left. Connor then made the choice to move Sarah to his parents' house, where they would stay indefinitely. Sarah, desperate to escape, wanted a divorce more than anything, but both Connor and his parents refused to let that happen. With no options left, Sarah reached out to me, begging for help. But I had reached my limit and blocked her number. She was trapped, still pregnant with Connor's child, and now confined to his parents' house with no way to escape. The situation only worsened. Sarah wasn't capable of doing basic chores, and after giving birth, her mother-in-law took the baby from her, expressing her hatred for Sarah and her desire to see her gone. Despite all this, Sarah and Connor now spend every day working tirelessly to pay off all their debts and try to move out. They were too busy for their child, but all they could do was keep working, hoping things might improve someday.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.